Hi, this is Atmir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zacks Traders Cafe for Tuesday, the 18th of July. Starting off with the S&P, which is making progress towards what previously seemed to be an unlikely target through 4,700 by the end of next month. The way things are going, it could be even sooner than that, but we have recent resistance around the 4460 level. We have old spring resistance there from the end of March last year around 4630, and then obviously that upper parallel of the rising trend channel from back in October up to 4720, our target for the end of next month. If we go back below 4460, then at the moment the worst case looks to be around 4400, which is or was the old October resistance line projection target, which was obviously hit a few weeks back. Moving on to the stocks, and starting off with a repeat of a recent highlighted situation that comes in the form of Altis. Here we have a trend line break there from back in February. That's a February resistance line and a break of the 50-day moving average, the blue line there. That's now rising. We've had good support off that rising 50-day line above the 280 level, which is where the shares are at the moment. We could head up to as high as $4.20 as soon as the end of next month. The rally started with a bullish divergence in the RSI window and a bear trap, rather steep bear trap below the 230 area at the end of last month. On to a new name, and hopefully one which will keep on rising as it has been. Here we've got Astronics Corporation gapping higher through the previous high there around $20.50. Above that on an end of day close basis, we're looking for the shares to head as high as $26 as soon as the end of next month, and really back below the 50-day line, currently at $18, really delaying the upside scenario, but wouldn't expect really the shares to go back below the recent resistance around $19.30. Moving on to another fresh face, and that comes in the form of Cabaletta Bio. Here the look is of basically progress within a rising trend channel from March last year. Recent support on the 50-day line at $12, and above that we're looking for not only a break of $14, but a move as high as the $18 area, perhaps by the end of next month. A decent progression within that channel from last year. Carnival's been one of the big risers of the recent past, and looks like it's going to continue doing that. We had an old target there around $18, little pushback below that second target line there at $18, but at least while we're above the $17.20 area, looking for a fresh move to the upside via a March resistance line projection from last year. That's heading towards $25, and that could happen as soon as the end of next month, while we remain above the $17.20, $17.30 zone. Stock which we've had a look at, I think once before, DWAVE Quantum. Sounds like it's a high-tech situation. Here we've got a rising trend channel from the beginning of the year. Shares have comfortably broken the black 200-day moving average at $1.95, looking for them to head up to the top of that rising trend channel from the beginning of the year, up to $3.90 over the next couple of weeks. Things should hopefully start to speed up there quite quickly. Hyperfine is the next contender, and here gapping up to hit the top of that rising trend channel from basically October last year, $3.20. We're still looking for further gains while we're above the $2.25 area, which was basically the support for the beginning of the week. And that resistance line now currently heading towards the $3.50 area, hopefully by over the next 2 to 3 weeks, or even sooner once the dust settles on the latest gap higher. Moving along to the situation Interlink Electronics, where we had a massive spike higher to the top of that rising trend channel from June last year. That's around $14.75, but at the moment we're looking to see where support might come in here. Ideally no lower than the 50-day moving average area around $10.15, which is also the floor of that rising trend channel from last summer. If you're cautious, you wait for an end of the day close back above recent resistance, the previous resistance at $12.15, before deciding that a retest of the $15 plus area is on its way. Stock which looks as though it's really got decent momentum at the moment is Lanzatech Global. Here we've had the shares breaking through an initial target there around $5.10. Above that, after the line's been retested, looking for up to $8.25 by the end of next month, and ideally even sooner than that. Nice indication here that the shares have bounced off RSI 50, which tends to be a continuation signal. Rivian is next, and we already had this in our sights as a recovery situation. Here we managed to hit the initial target there, the resistance line there from December last year. That's running up to the $27 area. End of day close above $27. We're going to hit $40 as soon as the end of next month. And ideally we stay above the top of the recent gap at $22.60 ahead of any move to the upside. Just a couple of shares to go now. First one is Charles Schwab, which I didn't expect to be looking at here because it's not normally a dynamic situation, but it's been very dynamic so far today. And the view now is that while we're above resistance on the way down at around the $60 mark, and the floor of the gap we're looking for as high as $75. Obviously, when you see the dust settle here today, because obviously there's been a big gap to the upside, but $75 could be the destination while we hold above the low 60s on Charles Schwab. Finishing off with Transocean, and the picture here, one of a breakout via a gap, which is a healthy sign. We've got a rising trend channel there. That's been in place for quite some time, actually, since basically this time last year. And the top of that channel heading for $10. Looking for that to be hit by the end of next month, while we hold above recent support around $7.70 on an end of day close basis. But the gap higher and the sharply rising 50 and 200 day moving averages a plus point there. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.